Hello, I'm Matilde, and this is my first video with voiceover, so please bear with me. This is a video of the trip I took to Madeira with my brother and dad. December is usually a month where I rarely travel with my family because it's always complicated with the end of the semester and the start of the exam season. But this year was a quieter month because I'm already in the final year of my master's degree and I had already written majority of my thesis a few days before going on this trip. We left Lisbon super early to Madeira, and even though it was winter, we were welcomed by a beautiful sunny day. This trip was something we all needed, a chance to step away from our daily routines and reconnect. Madeira holds a special place in our family story, as it was where my parents spent their honeymoon. Though my mom couldn't join us this time, my dad was thrilled to return after 30 years, this time with his 2 children. Walking through the same streets, taking in the same breathtaking views, and creating new memories in a place already filled with so much history for us made this trip even more meaningful. We took the chance to visit Cabo Girão, one of the most famous spots in Madeira. Standing on the glass platform high above the ocean, the views were just incredible. We made most of the warm weather and went to Calheta, where we saw these children playing and diving in the sea, and we knew straight away we wanted to go to the sea. So my brother and I managed to convince my dad to join us, and it was one of the best decisions of the trip. On our second day on the island, we set off for a hike, and the drive to the start of the trail was just as stunning as the hike itself. The landscape was covered in lush green, making every turn feel like a postcard. Even though the weather was starting to change, we were lucky to catch a few rays of sunshine, making the view even more magical. During the hike, we played a really fun game just to pass the time. One person would think of someone we all knew, and the rest of us had to guess who it was by asking only yes or no questions. Of course, we all tried to pick the most random and unexpected people to make it as tricky as possible. And after 4 rounds, I only managed to win once, but honestly, it was less about winning and more about laughing at our wild guesses along the way. The northern part of the island is just as stunning as the rest, but it's known for unpredictable weather. You're lucky if you get a sunny day up there, and unfortunately that wasn't in the cards for us. For dinner, we added to a traditional restaurant and tried some of the most famous dishes in Madeira. Everything was so delicious that we couldn't resist going back the next day for more. On our third day, we set off early, driving up to one of the highest points of the island for another hike. The road there was stunning, with endless views of the mountains. The hike itself was tough. It lasted almost 3 hours with steepy climbs and rocky trails. But the views made every step worth it. By the time we finished, we were starving, so we found a small roadside restaurant for a very late lunch. After that, we just headed back to the hotel to relax by the pool. Our last day, we set out for one more hike, and it was a tough one. It took us several long hours, but we pushed through and finished it. Even though it was challenging, it felt so rewarding to take on that challenge together. There is something really special about hiking in nature. It's not just about the destination, but the journey and the time spent with each other. It was a great way to close out the trip, but not only pushing myself but also my dad and my brother to keep going and enjoy every moment of being in the wild, surrounded by all that beauty. As I look back on this trip, I can't help but feel a little bit nostalgic. When I was younger, these family trips were something we did all the time. At least once a year, we would head off to explore a new place, a new country. But as my brother and I got older, it became harder to find time when we were all available to take those few days or weeks away. These family trips are some of the most cherished moments I have. They were full of laughter, excitement, and comfort, moments that I will never forget. Now that I'm older, I can look back and truly appreciate how happy I was traveling with people I love the most. It's funny how quickly life changes. One moment you're a child following your parents around on these adventures, and then the next you're the one putting everything together for them. It's a reminder how fast time flies and how much we grow in the process. Even though I don't have many photos or videos from those earlier trips, I decided to create this video of our trip to Madeira. I have realized that memories can fade, and I want something to hold on to.